Greetings and salutations. I am working on my garage, and it's going to be garage work video, organizing the garage. I recently got a whole shipment of wood from a friend, my brother-in-law, and I've got to find a place to put it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of additions to the garage. Let me show you. Over here is going to be, over there is going to be that new pegboard. I got a piece of pegboard there. That one's going up there next to that wall. There was a pegboard next to the window here, and I took it down, and I'm going to move it over to the other side there. Now, there was a bicycle that was hanging in the other direction. It was hanging horizontally, and it takes up less room vertically. I'm going to be putting a wood rack right there on that wall. There's my trailer full of wood that I brought back from Arizona. There's more wood here. There's wood everywhere. So I'm building a rack, and it's going to go right here and vertically hold all this wood so that, yeah, we can get it all put away. So I've already did a lot of the prep work, so you didn't have to watch me sawing boards and everything else. And it's just going to be me assembling this thing. I've even got screws ready to go. I just have to screw them in. And when we get that going, then we'll go to the next one. This is the bottom part of the rack, and it's subdivided for the wood. This is going to be 16-inch plywood slash fiber board, whatever this stuff is. It's going to be 16 inches, so this is like 17. And then there's going to be 2x4s and 1x4s and 2x2s. So, yep, I'm trying to segment a space for everything. So this is the bottom part of the rack. The top part I still have to get going too. But once we get this going, then we'll get the bottom part going, and we'll be good to go. So here we go. This is assembly. Good. This should be fairly quick because I got stuff. I don't know why this drill bit is all of a sudden being strippy. I don't know, maybe it went to Vegas. Or maybe my arm strength is going down. Trouble with the screw gun earlier, so I don't know why it's being. Oh, let's see. See if that does anything different. There we go. Oh. Should be happening. Now, these screws ended up being in the wrong location here, just because I did not think of the width of the board when I measured the 17-inch gap I wanted, so it took up the gap. These 1x4s did. You got to do the math or you end up in trouble. And then you got to remeasure because you did math wrong. There we go. There we go. Perfect. One more. One on the end. Okay, they're all in place. Excellent. Okay, now, more to do. Now, let's just, flip this over, put on the other end. There we go. Okay. Let's see if these are going to match up. Boy, some of them aren't. I have this backwards, do I? Had this all measured out. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to do this end. Excellent. Okay. There we go. And that stripping that sound at the end is my clutch in my drill. That was not a clutch. Not either, but oh well. This whole thing isn't going to be this easy because I haven't done all of the work for the other rack yet. So when I went and measured this one, I forgot to include the width of this board, which is 3/4 of an inch. And instead of being 17 inches, it was less than 16. 16 and a half. Close to 17. That'll be 17. Okay. I want just a little bit more width than the boards themselves so that they slide in place and stay there. Okay, this one went fast. They said the next one won't be near as fast. I have it all measured out, but I'm gonna also have to rejigger that side. So let's pull these boards out from behind here. And get them remeasured so they match the rest. And it's a good thing. Let's see. Probably have to go the other way. These are red marks on a dark board, and at night, I did this when there was plenty of sunlight. Now it's like, shit, good luck. Okay. I'm just gonna match them up this way. And this will make it pretty easy to make sure they match up all around. Instead of, since these are, yeah, I'm gonna get both of those boards. What'd I do with the other one? Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, I should have done this in the beginning instead of having to remeasure twice. I'm just gonna put them on top of here so that, because this is the bottom rack here, and it's gonna match up with this top rack that I'm putting together. So if I go ahead and be smart about it, and get these lined up, and then drill the holes using this as my template, yeah, that should work pretty darn good. So I'm going to drill the holes using a very small drill bit. I'm using this as a template so the top and the bottom will match up perfectly. Yeah, you can see that there's a gap here. These are hanging over. It's because the, yeah, I'll show you when there's a reason for that. I'll show you later. When we're starting to assemble it, I'll show why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Here we go. So first, let's get these drill holes done, just like I did for the last one. And then I'll get the screws in. So I'll start off on this side. Instead of having to remark everything because things are a little bit off, if I would have went with these marks, it would have been slightly wrong. So matching the top and the bottom frames together like this does nothing but make complete sense to me now. I wish I would have thought of that earlier when I was drawing all these lines on two separate, trying to match them up and measure. And this is much easier. Just get the bottom frame done and use that as your reference when you're setting up your top frame. Yep, this is going to help. All right. This is going pretty fast. Good because it's going to guarantee that I'm on the mark and the top and bottoms are going to be exactly aligned. If I would have just used the measurements I already did, they were just a little off, I would have had a mess when going to put it together. find all these holes. They're so small in the dark painted wood. These are used boards, that's why they're painted. They'd be painted white if I were, yeah. Okay, now let's get my screws out. When I was doing this earlier, it made sense, instead of picking these out and getting stabbed by the screws a million times, to just dump them out in one spot. Not all of them, but I'm not going to need all those screws. I'm not sure why I did that, because I still got to, oh no, because I'm going to just screw these in right in place here. I'm going to screw them in partially. And then, once I move this frame off and get this frame ready, the screws will already be in place. You just screw them in a couple of rotations so they're good and solid, just like I had when I assembled the other one. This is sort of like an assembly plant here. Makes it a lot faster when you do it one step all at once. Yeah, this is going to work out good.